Ho, ho. Hey guys, surprise, I'm back. Welcome back to the Christmas special. No, it's not one episode. We're doing 5 bonus episodes, guys, just to round out this year because I missed you guys. Didn't want to leave you like that. You know, it was a bit of a deep episode with Jetto. He hates that. He hates the nickname Jetto. Ugh. And he's here and he's going to listen in on this episode today. He's also got a microphone, so he might jump in every now and then. But anyways, I wanted to do another 5 little fun, quick kind of vibey episodes to round out the season. Sorry, not the season. The season's over. The year, I would say. And I just thought in the season of Christmas, the spirit of Christmas, it's all about giving. I'm just trying to give back to the listeners and to show you guys that I'm seriously grateful for your support. So we figured, why not throw in an extra 5? So here we are. The vibe of this episode today, we're doing questions that we didn't get around to answering. That's the vibe. It's just going to be super chilled, not so intense. And Caleb's going to answer. Are you going to read the questions out to me?
Yeah, I'm not going to answer them. I'm going to read the questions.
I actually couldn't see him grab the microphone behind the big box lights that are in front of me, and then he's just come in with the microphone right into my eardrums.
The voice of God.
That's very kind.
Caleb and Jet have a bromance going on, and I'm just sitting here in the middle. So
yeah, well.
Okay, anyways, let's just jump straight in because we've got a little bit to get through today. So I'm going to throw it over to Caleb and get a question.
Sweet. So yeah, we've had a lot of questions that we didn't get to answer, obviously, on some older episodes. So we're going to go back to the catalogue, I'm going to say, and jump through a bunch of these questions. So
get into it.
Rapid fire it.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe.
Fire it up.
And Jet, yeah, if you feel like you can answer some good questions.
Or if you want to add your 2 cents.
On behalf of Lily or?
No, not on behalf of Lily, just because some of the things you say are
yes, thank you, Caleb.
Controversial.
Better.
Better.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean, guys? Yeah. I'm literally maybe you guys should just be on the episode and I'll just let myself out.
Yeah, we might change the name, Jet and Caleb.
What do you want this for?
Put them behind the book.
Oh, okay. I had to gut my Santa hat because I got a kid's one. So here you go. Have a look. If you're watching this episode, you would have just seen the big slice up the back of the hat.
This will be on video. The link will be in the show notes.
Yes,
so
watch this pod.
These 5 episodes will be up on video. Probably, yeah, just look at the link in the description.
Okay.
Cool. First question. We're going to dive into some heavy stuff straight up. Favorite luxury handbag?
Fuck. Favorite as in, I don't know if it's my favorite, but I use it the most, would be my Louis Vuitton Neverfull. It's like a handbag. I use it as my work bag, my travel handbag, airplane bag, holds my laptop, holds my iPad. Very durable. Straps are sewn in quite well. And yeah, just have never really had an issue with it. So as for most used, I would say that one, but favorite one that I own looks wise, I'd probably have to say I've got a little nude YCL with silver hardware that I bought when I was in Paris, and it's quite sentimental to me. And I don't really use it that often because I'm worried about getting it dirty.
No, are those kinds of things are they collector's items basically?
So it
a handbag,
depends.
are those?
Is it like Pokemon cards?
No, but
I know what
people
your
will spend
question.
$20,000 on a handbag and never use it because they're worried about it getting damaged.
Yeah.
Is that?
It depends on the brand. So for example, Chanel, that brand appreciates. So if you bought a Chanel handbag 10 years ago, for example, let's just say it was $8,000. To sell it now, you'd probably get 15.
Oh wow.
Same with
an investment.
A Rolex. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
I bought my watch. I would say designer handbags, not so much, but my watch, I would say that's my most prized thing because I love my watch.
Copy.
Very much. What about you?
My favorite handbag. I don't know, the one that fits all your stuff in it.
He's like a chill tote.
Carry it.
A chill tote a chill tote bag. Yeah, I would say that. Probably my Louis Vuitton, or not even really a handbag, probably my watch.
I love that.
Easy.
All right, cool.
Good question.
Next place you want to travel to?
I think we can answer this at the same time.
All right.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Japan.
Ah.
Yeah, we'd love to go to Japan together. Also, we're bouncing off some South Korea potential idea plans.
Yeah.
We'd like to go there too. But yeah, probably ideally we'd like to go to Japan next year, which probably won't happen because Jet's injured and he wants to go when he can ski, which I completely understand because I would like to do that also.
I think we touched on this.
In our app.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Japan, it's also going to be quite interesting, Japan, with someone who doesn't eat seafood.
They have chicken over there.
Wait, you don't eat seafood?
No, I don't eat seafood.
What are you saying?
Yeah, no.
Do you?
I'm
Oh,
not
fuck.
just
Another thing they fucking got in common.
I'm just not a fan.
Yeah.
That's wild because
Like-
you're such a beach guy too.
Yeah, but
Most beach
if
people
I don't
love
eat them, they
seafood.
don't eat me.
Fish are
In
friends,
theory,
not food.
But
Like that, but I'm thinking like you've tried ceviche. He tried ceviche the other day when we
It's
went to
ceviche,
a
though.
Mexico.
That's the only thing I would eat fish wise.
So good. Remember when we had it at Costa Taco? It was so yummy. It was so good. It was like on a little crunchy taco, like marinated in lime juice, and it just like had everything going on. It was like the perfect little morsel. It was so good. And he tried it and he really liked it. He wouldn't order it.
Yeah,
But-
I'm the same.
He
Yeah.
liked it, right?
yeah, it was edible.
Yeah.
It was edible. No shit.
Not a question, but this person just said, I saw you and Em at Canteen in Perth, but was too shy to come up and say hi.
Oh, no. Always come up. Even if I'm looking like super worse for wear, I'm typically like in my best like form in those moments. If I might be like slightly hungover, just woke up, like in a good mood. If I'm out getting coffee, like I'm stoked to be out. It's like beautiful day. Come up, say hi. Let's chat.
That's lovely.
Do you know what I mean? I would so much prefer someone to come up and say hello than to trying to take a sneaky photo when I'm not looking. Because
Yeah.
I just that like I understand that some people get like they're like nervous to whatever, like not nervous, but just like I don't know, maybe you don't feel comfortable to come up. Like totally understand that, but fuck the idea of someone taking a sneaky picture. There's just something about it. It just feels so invasive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that weird? Like I
See-
feel like I've had it for so like many years since being on social media, but the older that I'm getting, the more I'm like it just makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Like I would so much rather you come up and say, "Hey," and like we have a nice conversation, we get a nice picture and then you leave happy than coming up or like not coming up, taking a bad photo. I've just like half caught you and I'm like thinking in my head, do you like me or do you hate me? And maybe that's the thing. Maybe the people that are taking the photos actually hate me. Mood.
And sending
It
to
is a
all our
possibility.
friends.
50-50 chance.
But at the same time, if I've ever seen people taking like a sneaky photo,
Mhm.
I love throwing like a thumbs up or like a wave.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
I
to,
wave.
Just to make it like I've seen you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then,
Hopefully
if
they feel
turn around
comfortable
and walk
enough.
away, then you know that it's probably for something else, or they've just freaked out entirely.
Right, right. Yeah.
You have gotten better,
Mhm.
in my opinion, since not since we've been together. I didn't know you before that. but
Right. We did.
You are very receptive to people. Like
Yeah, I
I will
try
say,
to be.
Lily is very friendly. If you come up and say to her, we were in Sydney one time and there were these two girls. They said they followed us for about 3 blocks until we slowed down enough, and they were like, "Oh
yeah,
my
in
goodness, we're
Bondi.
so sorry."
Yeah. Oh my
I was
gosh.
like, "No, it's fine."
They
like,
were
just
so
yell
sweet.
out
Actually,
earlier
they
so
said they
can-
listened to the pod too. So shout out to you girls. I can't remember your names, but you were so lovely in the street, that Bondi, back street at Bondi.
Yeah, well,
That was sick.
shopping
The
was.
back street of Bondi.
Yeah, it
Kind of sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was actually not. It was like the fucking main shopping street of
Oh,
Bondi.
right. Okay.
Back from the beach, I mean.
Yep.
Bing bong. Okay. Next.
Right, cool. Do you still like all your tattoos as you have gotten older?
Oh, great question. Honestly, I've kind of just like, I don't even notice them. Like I forget that I even have them.
Yeah.
I feel like most people, like Caleb, you probably feel the same. Like you've
Yeah.
got heaps. I don't feel like there are any that I mean, I would love the positioning of that goddamn butterfly to just not be on the front of my arm
Right.
because it wasn't meant to be.
What was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was my little evil eye on my finger. This one.
Oh, on your middle finger.
I got it in New York City and I was so sick with the flu. But I was so determined to get a tattoo and I was like, I'm just going to push
How old
through.
were you?
I think I was like just 18,
Yeah, cool.
I think. But yeah, that was my first one. And then the rest, like, then it kind of went, I did like the fingers, or the ones I have on my fingers. And then I started going up my, then I went my side. No, my side was the next one that I got, the little pistol that I have. And then, yeah, it kind of just filled up. Not filled. Definitely not filled. Plenty of room. But I'm like in this stage now where I'm like, I don't know, do I want any more? I kind of like am not really, there's nothing that I'm like, yes, I want to get that like right now. Although I would like to maybe get something more like on my spine because I have a little one on like the middle of my spine, but I would like to do something more there potentially. But that's about it. to answer
It's
your
all
question, I
mood
don't know.
based, isn't it? I feel.
Yeah.
Like. I feel like
And I feel like the more like obviously you change as you like get older. I would like there's some that like most of mine don't really have meaning, but the ones that do, I'm like, oh yeah, that's sick. I'll never get like over that. But the ones that don't have meaning, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, it's like it is what it is. But I also thought like once you've got one, like you're tatted,
you
may as well just add to it.
Yep.
What about you, Jet? What about your tattoos? The one of your girlfriend's name on your bum cheek.
Yeah, well,
have you got one on you?
no.
Oh, I was like,
Lily drew tattoos on me one afternoon.
Okay.
That was so sick. He looked so hot. Didn't you?
I don't know.
He loved it.
I've always like considered
toyed
tattoos.
with the
I just
idea.
wouldn't know where to get them or what to get. See, if I was going to get a tattoo, it would be
Pokemon or something, like not actually connected.
It would be like anime inspired type.
I get around the anime because I don't mind like that like Japanese kind of like
I wouldn't get
grungy vibe.
I wouldn't get like a
fucking Pikachu on your stomach or something. No.
Around his like
one of his cheeks could be my belly button.
Yes.
Hey,
please
we can
get
draw
me
it.
out of this
We
combo.
can draw it on my belly when we get home, and we'll have a look.
I've got work to do, mate. You can be drawing your own fucking Pokemon in your belly button.
You saw
I'm
me
going
draw
to
a Pokemon last time. We were at J-Mon Carris's.
Oh,
I can't
so
draw
good.
to save myself. I am flat out drawing a stick person.
Okay, next question, please.
How do you deal with lack of motivation?
Not very well.
What motivates you?
I wouldn't say that like money doesn't motivate me, but the idea of setting up myself and my boyfriend and my family and like being able to hopefully do that one day, that's like the idea of that is what motivates me. Like I'm so like sitting still and not doing something constantly that is not benefiting me work-wise somehow. Like I'm terrible at that. I know I need to, like in my brain, I'm like, you need to be doing something all the time that's like getting you closer to your end goal, which is like financial freedom, like being able to obviously like I can do that now, like travel and stuff, but having a business that's like I'm running solely by myself, like with regards to everything, requires me to be here all the time on the Gold Coast to obviously pack the orders and deal with all of that. So until I like, and hopefully that happens next year when we can employ some help, like some sort of help to help us get all of those orders done. And I don't know, maybe move out of the storage units and into like a actual warehouse facility. But there's so many pros and cons to that. And I'm just like gone on a tangent, but I just from talking to Fab before, now I'm thinking about warehouses and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I'm motivated by seeing like by the idea of my future with Jet and our like families, like just everything. Like I want that perfect family like life.
Yeah.
That's like my idea of that's what motivates me.
Do you think that you found that recently or?
I think since being with him and like having like being with someone who actually is like, oh yeah, we could do this together 100%, like is down for that, that's made me be like, oh fucking oath, like yeah.
I would say it's been more since you started a business.
Yeah.
That money has become more of a
motivating factor.
Yeah, in
absolutely,
your life.
because I've spent so much of it.
Because you put so much into your business. Before that, it was kind of like, I've got this money and it's just on me.
Well, that's it. And I was so young and I didn't have like I had no overheads. I had my rent, and I was just we've spoken about this on the pod before, like traveling heaps, going out, partying, fucking had no one to answer to really. But yeah, you're right. You're probably right. Like since starting the business, I think that's obviously you take so many financial risks, and when sometimes they pay off and sometimes they don't, like you just, I would say that's probably actually more of a correct answer. But I also would say since meeting you and like being together, I feel like that's my goal is to make us a successful duo.
From a fellow redhead, we have a bit of a question.
Okay.
So I'm just going to read it out.
Yep.
It's a little bit long, but I'm just going to
okay.
read it out. Hey, babe. I'm assuming talking to you.
Talking to you, Caleb.
Yep. There is.
Mm-hmm.
And your late teens, early 20s, about how you overcame insecurities about having red hair, if you were insecure, which you were,
Yes.
or advice to people who are insecure about having red hair. There's definitely not many redheads in the influencer industry, and even being insecure about boys thinking you're unattractive because you have red hair is something I deal with daily, and especially on nights out. Just advice, your personal experience and your stories would be amazing and help a lot of us out. Hearing it from someone who has a large following, particularly towards those who do think it's funny, making jokes towards girls who have red hair, and helping overcome those insecurities in our lives, self-image and overall confidence to embrace being a ranger. Hee hee.
Oh, that makes me sad. At the end of the day, you can't like change your natural, like, yeah, sure, you can dye your hair and you can fucking dye your eyebrows and whatever, but like, and lashes and everything. But at the end of the day, like, it's going to grow out and you're going to have red hair again. Like, even me right now, I'm dyeing my hair right now, which I actually did get it all stripped out, but then I started getting it tinted again recently because I got my extensions put back in and they're a little bit darker than my natural hair. But like my regrowth at the top of my hair is like way lighter than the rest of my hair, and it's just like a mission to try and stay on top of it. So I don't know, like it's just bad. My advice is bad, but like you just have to come to terms with that's what the cards you've been dealt, like with your hair. Boys that make fun of you, they're cunts, so don't worry. What else? What was the other question? Boys that make fun of you and
like going out at night.
Oh yeah,
clubs.
I mean that's all fueled by alcohol. They're probably just so insecure. They probably got really small willies. So just literally look at them and say, "You've got a small willy."
I think it's more of a case of just, like Lily said, accepting the fact that.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has insecurities.
For sure.
I guarantee you, these guys who are making fun of you
They're
also
just
have insecurities.
Trying to distract from their own.
And a lot of the stuff that happens at school, it is hard to tell someone who's at school that this happens at school because they are school kids. But these things do happen, unfortunately. And I guarantee you when you
It's just about managing it and like trying to just change your mindset and like not look at it like, oh, I'm so unlucky, but maybe look at it like, oh, I'm a minority. I'm kind of unique and cool.
Love that.
Yeah.
Like I am special because I've got red hair. Like someone told me once that the percentage of the population that have red hair and green eyes, which is what I have, is like some like less than 10%, less than 1% or something. It's something wild like that. So I don't know, maybe this is stupid. Do some research. See if you've got like a really like epic combo of like eyes and red hair, or I don't know, just like something that makes you feel like, actually, I'm not like ugly and I'm not weird. I'm unique and cool and I'm different and I have something that the other people don't have. So that makes me cool.
And honestly, when it comes down to it in the end, someone will find you attractive for
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I mean, I can't say I went out there and went looking for a girlfriend and it's like, oh, blonde hair, brown hair, blah, 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 like red hair, whatever.
You like blondes.
And now do I? I'm dating a redhead.
You
And
did.
like bright red.
Period.
And first time we met, you had bright red hair. Like there
Mhm.
was no dye in that. Well, extension. Well,
I had extensions.
yeah, but it
But
was
no dye.
it was orange.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't red, it was orange.
And you saw photos of me the other day with it when you were like, why don't you do that again?
Yeah. So
Find you a man that's just so down for you, like in your purest form.
it'll come around.
Kim
I mean,
Possible was a
and
ringer.
That's
Fuck
it.
yeah.
There are a lot of
How sick was she? Awesome. I'm pretty sure she had green eyes too.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett
Hot.
Johansson.
Megan
Jeez,
Fox
yeah.
now.
Oh,
Jet.
The point is, I mean, the exact thing that I guess for you, Lily,
Mhm.
that you had a struggle with has
Mhm.
now made you set apart in terms of the social media game,
For sure.
and that's probably part of the reason why people like you,
Yeah.
because they were drawn to something different other than
Agreed.
the brown eyes, blue
Blonde hair, tan
blue eyes,
skin.
whatever it is, you know,
Yeah,
brown,
yeah,
eyes,
yeah.
brown
everything.
eyes, blue hair.
Yeah, that. And even like I mean, look at the likes of Kendall Jenner, who dyed her hair red more recently and like literally kicked this whole trend into gear where now people are like people come up to me and say, I took your photo into Edwards & Co. and asked them to dye my hair your color. Like I've literally had that since I've started going to Edwards & Co. Obviously not since I've been dyeing it darker, but when it was my natural color, people would take my photo into Edwards & Co. and ask them to dye their hair my color, and they would say like, oh, we can't, that's not out of a bottle. But get quite close to it, which they're very good at, by the way. So go get your head on Edwards & Co.
I think accepting it and understanding that that is you.
You're special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're special,
Yeah.
and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And if they do, then just fucking walk away. Who cares? They're lemons. They've probably got brown hair.
What's your favorite dart flavor?
Samporno menthol.
Oh, how good, hey?
Not bad. Fresh off the barley.
But-
I turn feral when I get off the plane. Just kidding.
Never recommend.
Don't recommend that.
No,
It's a
disgusting.
joke,
But
relax,
if you
everyone.
have to,
Absolutely.
Favorite home cooked meal?
Mine?
Yeah.
But
that you like to
I
make
cook
for
for myself.
yourself.
yeah.
Favorite home cooked meal. I don't know. I'm like a chicken and salad is good. Like if you're with me and like we'll cook. I'm so time poor at the moment. But when I have time, I do like a steak that's properly cooked, which we had last night, which was okay. I just prefer to get an actual like a steak from a butcher.
Okay, it doesn't have to be all the time. Like I have my Promite toast with Devon ham.
Yuck.
Favorite meal.
Yuck.
Favorite meal that I
Thank
cook
you
for
so
myself.
much. It's like $3.
So it goes, like,
it's like $3 a
crispy?
roll.
Yeah, that's why it's right.
Yeah.
What are they putting in that?
Lips and
Goes
assholes.
crispy.
Yeah.
It's just simple like that. Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like I made a rigatoni. don't
That was
know.
pretty good though, wasn't it? I did the other day. It's really yummy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck. I don't like just like eggs,
Yeah, fair.
like boiled eggs,
Oh, boiled.
Oh,
Boiled
okay.
egg- oh,
no,
actually-
that's not a.
sourdough, butter,
Mm.
Vegemite, a little bit, and then the like tomatoes that I dry out in the oven and I preserve them in olive oil. Fucking so
Oh, yum.
good. Oh, they're so good. You like
With Vegemite.
with
That's
Vegemite,
interesting.
but you like do the not soft boil, but not hard boil, like medium
Yeah,
boiled
yeah.
eggs.
Little yolky.
A little bit, yep. Not runny, just like a bit
Gooey.
jammy.
Okay, yeah.
So good.
Good word.
And yeah, good word. Cut in half the eggs and then in half again. So you've got like 4 little bits from 2 eggs, and then the tomatoes, like the dried tomatoes that have been preserved in the oil, and then some
Yum.
balsamic. Oh,
That actually sounds phenomenal.
it's so good.
And
I would
just-
say that's my favorite right now.
Just with Vegemite as well.
Yeah, less is
Um,
more.
Yeah, less is more.
Mm.
But Turkish bread, butter, Vegemite,
Ooh,
avocado, and bacon.
Yum. That sounds
A
fucking
lot
good.
of I see. It seems normal to me because I have it all the time.
Mm.
But a lot of people have never tried it.
Turkish
Right.
bread.
No, the whole
The whole
meal, I think
combo.
it means,
Oh yeah, it sounds fucking elite. I'm like, yum.
What?
Turkish bread is good. Turkish bread's
bread's so good.
underrated.
It's
Yeah.
so underrated.
It's because it used to be like the main thing in every cafe.
Yes.
And then it became two.
and now
then
sourdough's
yeah.
kind of taken over.
And this
so
is how
true.
dumb
I do
am.
prefer sourdough.
I never
Mm.
knew why Turkish bread was so much hotter when it came straight out of the toaster.
Because it's made with heaps of oil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't know
I
that.
mean, fair enough. If-
Yeah.
If you don't
You're
know,
not
you
much of a
don't know.
chef.
Yeah, I don't bake bread.
I don't bake bread.
The last question is just a personal question. Is,
Okay.
are you enjoying doing this podcast and what do you think of it?
Yes. Like, it's just fun. I don't feel like it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like I come in here and I just like, it's like a form of therapy, I would say.
Wow.
Even like the solo ones, like obviously answering questions that you guys have and whatever. Like, I feel like it is fully like I leave and I feel like, oh, that was so like weirdly therapeutic.
Mm.
And I feel like people are loving like the feedback that we've got. Like so many of you guys say the solo episodes are your favorite, which is the biggest compliment ever. Because I am like remember how nervous I was that first
Yeah,
one?
you were.
Oh,
You were
and that was like
nervous.
the best performing one that we've done. Obviously there was some piping hot tea in that episode. Not really, but that everyone's saying there was fucking tea. But yeah, I don't know. I just like, I'm loving that it's something I was so scared to do and it has turned into something that I am so like excited for the future for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
And I love like our little squad.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thanks so much for listening, guys. This is one of 5, as I mentioned. We've got 4 more episodes after this one.
Do you want to say what we have coming up?
Sure.
Who's coming up in the 5 episodes?
So we've got another one with Jet, which is going to be fun. We're going to do like a Christmas themed episode, obviously, hence the hats. And then we've got my beautiful friend Fab, who owns the jewelry brand YCL, who I'm actually doing a collaboration with, which is very exciting, launching in a couple of weeks. And then we've got my cosmetic injector, Sylvia. She's coming on to chat about all things botched, me being botched at some points in my life. She's also got some tea, she told me. So we'll boil the kettle, get that nice and hot. I think we're going to do another one with Mum, and then I can't remember who the other one was, but sorry, whoever that last one is. Me.
You were the last one.
No, me,
I'm trying to
Jet,
count.
Sylvia, Fab.
Mum.
Oh yeah, that's it. Me. Anyway, okay, thanks so much for listening. Love you all so much. See you next week. Bye.
This is a Poly Studios production.